Pascal's wager collapses under its own logic, and we can prove it with simple mathematics. First of all, what is Pascal's wager? Blaise Pascal, a 17th century mathematician, argued that believing in God is a safer bet, because if God exists, he is spared from his wrath, and if he doesn't, you don't lose anything significant. So belief supposedly has a better payoff. Sounds smart. Only until you look at the assumptions. Pascal assumes there is only one kind of God, a God who rewards believers and punishes non-believers. But that's a huge assumption. We have no good evidence for any particular kind of God, so we cannot pretend that only one type of God is possible. So let's generalize. Suppose there could be n types of contradictory gods who believes in punishing people based on different criteria of disbelief, which includes gods of all religion, plus any logically conceivable god someone could imagine. Let's assume, for lack of evidence, that all of them are equally likely, their other traits being equal. Pascal would say, if you don't believe in God, the number of gods who might punish you is n. If you do believe in one specific god, the number becomes n-1, because at least you're following one of them. So believing still looks like a safer strategy. But here is what destroys the entire argument. Pascal ignores the possibility that there could be a type of God who only punishes believers. And such God is perfectly conceivable. Imagine a God who says, I gave you no good evidence of my existence, yet you blindly believed in a God. You're stupid, go to hell. Why is this God any less possible than Pascal's God? The evidence for both is equally poor. So once we include this belief-punishing God, the math changes. If you believe in one specific God, you avoid risk of angering that one belief-rewarding God out of all belief-rewarding gods. But now, you guarantee angering the belief-punishing God. So your total risk counts becomes n-1 plus 1, which is n, which is exactly the same as not believing. In both cases, the expected punishment risk is exactly the same. Belief doesn't improve your odds at all. Pascal's wager collapses the moment you consider even one more possible God. So what's left? If both choices have the same mathematical risk, then the rational approach is to stay intellectually honest, to withhold the belief until there is good evidence. And that's what makes atheism a far more reasonable strategy.